Hello, my name is Gilkey Dickinson. I am an American. I am 27 years old and I currently live in Kofu, Japan. A little about myself, I have a 4-month-old daughter and a wife who is Japanese. My hobbies, I like to go hiking, and I like to play soccer, and I like watching soccer. Liverpool is my favorite team, but I really enjoy going to the local team's games and cheering on the local team, learning the songs for the players and stuff like that. I'm also interested in economics and technology, which is one reason why I'm interested in working in Almaty, Kazakhstan. Um, Over the years, I've seen Almaty in different articles talking about how it's the leading economic center for the Central Asia region. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm interested in going to Almaty. And I know Kazakhstan is also a leading country in energy technology and exports. So those are just some reasons why I'm interested in Kazakhstan and Almaty in particular. Your job is advertising for an elementary school position, and I have had about 5 years teaching at that level overseas. My my school background, I went to University of Central Florida and I studied to be a social studies teacher at a middle school, high school level. Um, I actually have not really worked in the United States. I had to do some training at local schools when I was a student and some internships. But once I graduated, I moved overseas and I started teaching EFL and overseas. Almost all my experience has been elementary school level. I've had a wide range of students fluency, and I've my first job kind of started at students very basic, didn't really know their ABCs, and by the end of the year, they were reading and were able to communicate pretty well using English. This was in South Korea. It was a flashcard-based system, and we used some phonics books. I believe that school used Oxford Phonics, which I know is a pretty popular phonic book. And they had some small readers to show basic reading. At some other schools, I've done scenario-based classrooms in Taiwan in particular. In these classrooms, the classroom was set up to look like, for example, a doctor's office, and students would role play. We would teach them some vocabulary and a conversation structure, A/B typed conversation, and then the students would, I guess, act it out. One student obviously being a doctor, the other student being a patient. We would introduce new vocabulary, but it was presumed that the students had some background in English, so it wasn't a new English vocabulary. My job in Turkey was just as a school English teacher. It was an EFL class, of course, and we had a workbook that we would develop lessons from, and I think your school will be something similar to that type of learning environment. Me personally, I like to have a very active classroom. I like the students being out of their seats, a total physical response type lesson. But I, at the same time, also, understand the need to use different methods of teaching to get auditory and visual learners involved as well. So I like to incorporate different styles of teaching in my lessons if I can. But I think it's important to have a fun lesson, especially for young learners, and I think it's important to encourage them to not just learn one word, but a full sentence and how that's used in English. I think my experience meets well with what you're looking for, and if you have any more questions, feel free to email me, and I look forward to hearing back from you soon. Have a nice day.